Hey everyone, Deadpine here, and welcome back to Hideout-based ultra hardcore Tarkov. We're hopping back on the customs as we always do, but we're gonna ultimately go to reserve, get these filing cabinets, start getting Virtexes, start getting Iridiums, all that good stuff and more. I'll see you in there. Alrighty, and YouTube, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, watching these all the way through. Appreciate those who do. Well, if the goons are up, we're gonna have to fight them, so guess we'll just chill. See if they come on through. Yes, I do actually need a motor or two. Could do with some food and water. And we need cash. And a decent chunk of it, too. Gonna leave those behind for a second. Yeah, so Christmas tree should be gone, Santa's gone, all that stuff. So no more Santa bag for free, no more free gazelles, stuff like that. Now this is the last one I do need. So if we make it out of this raid, we don't need any more of those. There's a shorter barrel for this. I feel like that would be fun to have like this be super high ergo, you know? Nice. Repeatable water sources, I love that. CPU fans are definitely important as well. Getting to Bitcoin 1 would be a big deal. I don't know if that's the route we're going to take out, but just having them running constantly is a good idea. Even if it's just a barter for weapons crates. Save us a bunch of room. No. Do need those coffees. I think the coffee might fit in your pouch. So if I get to a beta container and like just always have a coffee can in your pouch, that seems like a pretty sweet way to loot. Oh, pro kill. Normally this means a good barter for a good M4, but doesn't really do much for us. Because we can't barter for that. Oh, these are actually really good. Flashbang kills. We'll actually have to get a 4-gauge shotgun or whatever it is. The Taz, but it does help with flashbang stuff. That said, actually landing a flashbang grenade at the PMC's feet is not as difficult as it is in PvP. So we take those. Lots of 206 keys, huh? Don't need anything from there, really. Could be ammo in here, as well as meds, but we don't really need meds. All right, let's just head straight in to new gas. I hear somebody. Right, left. It's an OP SKS. I need a regular SKS for a weapon part. Those sell well to Peacekeeper. Now we're keeping an eye out for an alpha rig. Because with an alpha rig, I can use those 45 rounders. We're good on alkali, so. This guy had an azimuth on, or a zook on, right? No, umka. Classic. Still works though. For what we're looking to do right now, I guess we'll send those back. Oh, full bag too. Nice. It's got some good stuff in it. But not gonna worry about it for now. Alright, come on, coffee, do your thing. We do have that AKM now. We could start working on Punisher. Which the funny thing is, I bet you I could get Punisher done before I got enough stuff for the beta container barter. So getting the beta container would basically just be upgraded to the Epsilon. But I bet you I could do that. Which is why I have the Epsilon gated behind the beta, because it's just not worthwhile. This is probably boss and PMCs fighting. That's what it sounds like. Let's just see if there's anything good over here. That's a way to start stacking money. I should have repaired my gun before coming in. Whoa. Lots o' death. Whoa. Maybe this wasn't. Maybe it was just a bunch of scavs and a couple PMCs. Huh. I mean, we take those. I think that's what it was. Dang. Felt like an all-out epic war. Fair enough. We take that. You know, whatever. Guess they were just missing a lot. All right, we will loop behind there, but I want to grab the money from in here first. Egg. Morning, Carlos. How are you today? Actually, though. The mini was the thing I was considering here. Because it doesn't mess with your ergo as much. You played some single player Tarkov last night? Nice. I hope you had fun. Okay. This will, of course, make our durability burn faster, but... That's good. I'm glad you had fun. Y'all, thanks for the follows, guys. Enjoy your lurks if you're lurking today. Hopefully I wake up here in a minute. I know I've been live for almost 2 hours, but I've been really, really, really struggling to wake up today for some reason. So. Chill out zone, yeah. I think this is very space efficient, if I remember correctly. I don't need this. We have one of those already. Maybe it's not. I must be thinking of the other one. This is literally only +3 spaces. The other one was +2, so it is technically better than what we just had, but... Hard to play live with it all. I believe it. I genuinely believe it. Well, he got derped out by something. Somebody was walking near me, so... Somewhere over there, I guess. Hello? Okay. I really need those. I do want all these dog tags, though. Because they're important. Technically, that does save room. It's just heavy. Dang it, Nate, why can't you be higher level? Alright, Gorman. Better. Much better. Yeah, I think the biggest downside right now is the SPT doesn't have... Well, there's a couple downsides. SPT doesn't have 1.0 yet. That's going to take a while. And then... I also like this, the idea of this playthrough because it's super accessible for those who want to follow along. I'm not saying downloading mods is like the most difficult thing in the world, but most people are not going to want to do that. So. Gotcha, Pyro. Yeah, that makes sense. So if it ever does get to 1.0, yeah, we might mess with it. But let's see if this bad boy's up. No. All right. I don't have a ton of money on me. I do believe this is the thing we're sending back. Yeah. Oops. Keep doing that. Oh yeah, and I have extra room here. I forgot. I keep forgetting that I have extra room because of no, I'd rather have that available to try to be able to use. Cool. Because of the scav rep, which I would like to get more, of course, but, you know, all good. I'll see you over on reserve. Okay, we are in. Well, we are definitely going to go back and around this way. Well, those weapons parts? Those are weapons parts. Okay, that's workbench 2. Which gates us from a lot of things. Now, I'm pretty sure that needs to be installed before you can actually do the thing. But, yeah. Definitely a good one. Iskra there. Good on food. That's more what we need. Let's. Does anybody have a really like intimate knowledge of where the non-keyed vertexes and Iridium spawn on this map? Because that's kind of what we need right now. I've got an okay idea. That thing looks cool. That poster looks dope. I like that. I might actually hang that in my hideout. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, is needing that stuff. I think there's a few in King. There may be 1 or 2. Definitely in drop downs. That's Bishop. Or the non-med Bishop. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Briefly peek for some ammo here. The server room in the bunker at D2. Okay, I feel like that's the second person who's told me that. So we should definitely go check. Server rack's the only ones I can think of. Okay. All right, I know that saves me space, but I used to love stacking bags. Now I don't anymore. Found a few there. Just look at the draw. Hey, you're talking about the server room where you turn on the power, or the server room? Or the server room down below where the actual extract is. Right before you go to the extract. Okay. Then let's go down through the dome instead then. Because I think that'll be a little bit safer. I mean, there's a million filing cabinets down in the regular part of D2 as well. So, like, that alone is also worth going to, because that has everything we need. It has bolts, it's got blue tape, it's got, I guess everything but the ceiling foam. But you can get that from the technical supply crates. Yes. Yeah, Intel. We're getting really close to being able to do library, which is nice. I think with the library multiplier, I may end up maybe going for like one of those long transit runs, you know? I watched Sheaf yesterday come out of a raid with 1.7 million XP in PvP, nonetheless. Because the dude's a machine. It's crazy. We also want to hit the safe up here as well, because keeping our cash flow high is a good call. Let's look for any evidence of the bad guys here too. Yeah, you got 1.7 mil out of one raid, which again makes me think if we kicked off a PvE deathless run with a run like that, he was doing Kaban, Colante, Tagilla, repeat. Seemed like a good strategy, or a good enough strategy. Now, we would never get 1.7 million because he has library and all that kind of stuff up. So, like, we wouldn't get anything too crazy going there. But even if you got, I think a million, it's about a million from here to level 26. So, all we need is a million XP, and we get to level 25, and then we can start flip-flopping on the thing. Which I think would be kind of cool. That raid took 7 hours, yeah. But that's on PvP, Alex, where the load-in times... There was probably an hour and a half of load-in times on that run. Because it was 5+ minutes every load-in. So... There's still going to be probably a solid 20 minutes of load-in time in PvE. But... That's 5 so long in PvP? Yeah, no, that's... Sheaf's an animal. It's crazy. The dude is very good at this video game, you know? I don't think PvP has a higher multiplier. I could be wrong on that. We can still get up to 5x in PvE for sure. Maybe it's more than 5x in PvP, I don't know, but... Let's let us craft hoses, but that's... Everything requires blue tape, so... That's kind of what we're short on right now. Alright, let's get rid of anything that's just money. And or honestly just not needed right now. I know I need 10 metal parts for something. Put that away in there. This is why I want to get the docs case beta container going. Again, I haven't changed it yet, but by the time this episode comes out, it should be changed in the rules document. But I want to change it back to you can loot into anything in the beta container. Can't believe I didn't grab that couch bag from last raid. That's crazy to me. Do I need more weapons parts? Probably, but I'm not going to bother right now. Yes. That plus thermite is space. So we like those. Kind of like the idea of getting out our ACAM with that. I think there's a rare spawn on this, or used to be. I feel like I found Iridium there. that. 105 is technically a gunsmith gun. There's that motor, or a motor. Let's go and unload that. Let's get rid of this. Let's maybe reload this and ditch that. That helps. I don't know if the loose key... I wonder if they, like, brought back the loose key spawns with this update. We probably should have read through the patch notes, huh? Reading sucks, though. I already have a checkpoint key. Don't need light bulbs right now. Because I really missed the loose... Oh, there are no patch notes. Well, there you go. Never mind. Too much Path of Exile. Okay, so just anywhere on on these server racks, you guys are finding them, and down below, I guess. So I'll need a couple of those. Also the safe in here as well, which is nice. Not common, but spawns every once in a gray moon. Gotcha. 2 crates on those stairwell as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah. These are all ones that are familiar. I'm pretty sure Drop Down Room has a spawn for it. I'm trying to think of other places. We did this. Let's just drink all of that. We'll drink it on our way out, though. I think I did Lighthouse, if I'm being honest. I just worry about going to Lighthouse with being a bear and not being able to just straight extract. Like, we have to go through the rogues to extract. Actually, where is the... I guess we could always go to Shoreline and back. Like, just toggle that. That could work. Where's my... Because that avoids the rogue area, but lets us loot the chalets. Excuse me. I think we're good on horses for now. I really do need a lion. A lion would get us a docks case. Save us a bunch of room. Oh, I've got to make room for the ceiling foam, aren't I? Oh, it's just... Yes, let's go. I don't know why I have such an aversion to looting the 1x3s items, but I really do. Lighthouse water treatment is easy nowadays. Rogues barely spawn. I had a max of 2-3 rogues and 30 raids you played. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, maybe we do. Maybe we should be going Lighthouse then. I have the scope for it. We have the ammo for it. Like, it's not a big deal. That's another place I don't really know the spawns for. I know there's plenty of spawns in the water treatment area. I just don't know all the major ones. Oh, yes, double blue tape. Is great. You had raids where none spawned. That's crazy. Okay. And then these are the broken crates you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I've seen them in there. Somebody mentioned something about a dolly as well. This is why I need to get shooting range 2 going. Because with shooting range 2... We could just take D2 out, you know. I think this dolly maybe they were talking about. I think that was Mr. Purple. Let's talk about that. There's definitely spawns somewhere there. We're not extracting here, but there are jackets and spawns down here that I would like to hit. Might eat that on the way out. Nah, we're good. We're good. Oh, nice. Any amount of rubles is good because we're kind of short right now. Oh, come on. Let's drink the hot rod. I think we're good on those for now. Was that lootable? May or may not be my favorite poster. No. Okay. I mean, what? I would never. Oh, I thought that was a crowbar for a second. That'd be kind of cool if there was a crowbar, like crowbar spawn like that. The thing is, my inventory is so filled up, like I can't even, like even if we go back up to D2 here and we find stuff, like I don't have room for it, so. Was that chlorine? No, okay. Yeah, I really need chlorines too. They'll save a ton of room in our stash. Where's the transit to Lighthouse, chat? I don't actually remember. I think it's over. Oh, it's over in this corner, like over by one of these. Is it behind the train station? Oh, damn. Okay. All right, we might be just going back to customs then. I think, hold on, there's definitely a spawn down here. Hang on.
Charlie!
I was on semi-automatic. Where are you? Behind me? That didn't look like a headshot to me. At least they're player scavs, air quotes. Chlorine. Sick. Alright, well, we'll grab this Triton. It'll give us the extra space we need. I think. Probably don't need that either. Maybe one of these will have an azimuth.
Угроза на 12!
It's crazy that even that close range, I need the ADS now. I hate that. I miss when you could hip fire like that. Oh. Empty. Throat, maybe. He was looking down. Maybe. Maybe. Could have been a weird crit. He could have also had damage on him already. No, not that one. So these guys were just down here together and not fighting. It's kind of classic. No. Do some floor shopping here. Not the right type of ammo boxes. This is the server rack I was thinking of. I think I've seen Iridiums here. Yeah. No dice. I don't really want these guys to spawn. And by these guys, I mean, oh, these are rogues. Or, sorry, these are raiders. Boy, they really felt like PMCs. That would explain why they weren't fighting. Okay, well, I can take all these things then. If there's anything good. Sometimes there's not. CX is okay. Certainly would sell well. I do like the Cuirasso with high-level plates. Just on FMJ. I think I am ditching that for this. Well, they'll be worth good XP. Whoa! What you got? Oh, I thought he had 60s for a second. It's like, no way we get the 60s on the Raider after we already handed them all in. What you got in here? Just PS. Alright, let's ditch that. I think I still prefer the Salewa kit, though. You're only level 4s. But you hold 20 instead of 15. So we ditch those. Put all that away, and that'll give us a little extra space. Much better. Yeah. Also has 1x3s in it, which is nice for our obvious ceiling foam we're going to get right here. Easiest day of my life. Alright, we don't really need this. Let's see what you had. Probably spending too much time in this raid min-maxing everything, but that's kind of the Deadpine way. Kind of. I leave anything in here that I wanted? No. Hoping for... Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. 219. I don't think that's what we need, but it's not bad. That's true, Tatsumi. I'll give you this one. This is a bit... it's greed in the fact that, like... I'm honestly wasting time more than anything. I'm not so worried about dying here. Oh, it's a +3. Charging bolt, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't really need any of these things. Fair enough. What about you guys? Guess we'll check these for lead X's. Let's Really all we can afford to take out of them. And no-scopes. Lennox is no-scopes. This would save us 2 slots. Alright. These are all rations, so let's just top up our food and water here. If we can. Perfect. Hey, Peter, redeeming that sub-redemption. Let's go. Who would you like it for? Yeah. I can do random. Random gift is good. You got it. I will get it after this raid. Oh, is this an Az? Yeah, or a Zook? Yes. Okay. Let's swap the Triton for the Zook. It's a shame none of the raiders there had a MP5. They can spawn with the MP5 50 rounders. So that is kind of what we're short. That and the what's its face? Man, there's a lot of scavs coming in here. I don't have time for this. This guy has a AS Val from a player. Looks like. This is from a player as well. I don't think we need any of these though. No. I mean, cool, but unneeded. The problem is, scavs can just have some of the gnarliest stuff on them, you know? Including Virtexes. It's hard not to loot them all. That'll get us out pretty quick. Another Zook. That's nice. So they're both 20, and this one has a 2x2 slot, so much better. Yeah, Chad, don't forget there's a celebration stream coming up this weekend. Or not this weekend, the last weekend in January. Gonna be doing a nice long stream. Also, I want to make sure we had the bunker task thing done here. Because... Yes, I just got to survive an extract. Okay, cool. Classic case of ooh shiny. Yes, but also we're looking for such niche things. But also it's probably faster to just like focus up and hit the spawns, you know? Instead. Yeah, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. All right, we got to hit drop-down room. And then we'll be on our way. Well, cool. We got our first raider kills. We'll take that. Oh, we'll take one of these as well. I bet you there's spawns in this place as well. I just don't know them. I see a gas analyzer. USB plug, PSU, motor. I think we're not good on motors for right now, but like we have kind of the max. Well, at least there was more spawns here this time. Not even red timer, I know. Who are you and what have you done with Deadpine? Keep you? Yeah. This is another one of those, it doesn't feel like boss is up, and we probably could go to Lighthouse. But I'm going to chicken out because we're closer to the custom spawn here. And I'd rather just keep it going, you know? Maybe try to stack some XP here. Not that we really need to level up at all. Honestly, reserve is huge for hideout building here as well. I forgot how crazy good this map can be, especially if you can take D2 out. And I'm pretty sure we did this in the last Ultra Hardcore series where, like, I just ran reserve D2 and just absolutely crushed it. Okay, let's try to get the heavy and also very important things out first. Okay, then all that can go into there. Top up this. Reload this. Okay, how much we have left there? 45? I would like to upgrade that. I still haven't planted these damn things. It's funny. I'll see you on customs. Alrighty, we're in. Okay, our goal here is kind of top up on cash so I can send a bunch of stuff back. So, kind of same route as last time. Goes down there. Alright, I don't think I'm going to go back for this one. We're just going to head straight on into New Gas. Keep it simple. But we're not super worried about it right now, Lurker. Just dumped off a massive amount of stuff. Yeah, this is again another reason I really want to get a red flare going and get our scav run. Because if we can do it, I think we could have a scav run that's 7 to 10 hours. In fact, if I get a red flare, what I might do is save it for our celebration stream day. And try to do a scav run literally the entire stream. I think that'd be so sick. And just see how much rep we can gain in one scav run. The only issue I can see with that is that I don't think you can BTR send with the scav. Well, unless they fix that or that wasn't intentional. I don't know. But if I can send stuff back with the BTR and a scav run, we're cooking. We're so cooking. Yeah, scavs can take the transit extracts. They just can't. Last time I tried it, I couldn't send stuff back to the BTR, but that was back when the BTR was still buggy, and I couldn't even send filled rigs and partisan bags back in total. So I'm hoping that was part of it, where I can still use that to send it back. In fact, if somebody has their scav up in PvE and doesn't mind transiting, finding some cash and then transiting and testing that theory, knowing that prior to going would be a big deal. Shit.
Fuck. I need some ammo. Give in.
That's your frag, you dumbass. Enemy frag. You literally just threw that. Unless the scav threw it, but... Oh, Wounded Beast is done. Actually, that's sick. That's some good Jaeger rep. Oh, you actually have a scope on this. Okay. Huh. That's actually kind of relevant. Because then I can get the Tarkov shooter kills, potentially. In fact, I might even get that, be able to get that team.
One on, бля, и пах его!
Maybe. Lunch has been lunch. Nice. What you have? We don't care about that stuff. Spaghetti bolognese, nice. Sounds tasty, as always. I think tonight's gonna be a roasted veggies, pasta, avocado kind of night. Alright, I guess we check the weapon spawns up here. Give ourselves a shot for a 50-round mag for what's its face. Enjoy your lurks, Mr. NJ Black Wolf. Appreciate you as always. Already had that patch, so there's no reason to grab it again. Too much made though, unfortunately. Some couldn't be eaten. Ah, classic. Crazy J's on a 160 stream watch streak. Holy smokes. That's one heckin' watch streak. Hope you're doing well today, Crazy J. Seriously. Something... Oh, that Glock thing could go. That could go in our Glock, I think. Yeah, buddy. We're kitting out the Glock. I think this one needs a threaded barrel. Could be wrong on that though. Yeah, this will be a fairly quick transition from customs over to interchange or to back to reserve. And again, if we get spawned over in the corner, there's the stash I was thinking of, or one of the spawns. I think I might actually just like not bother going to D2, and we'll just go to we'll just go directly to Lighthouse. Because Lighthouse is going to have Iridiums, it's going to have Virtexes, it's going to have both the things we need. And I'm trusting Pyro on this one, which, you know, who knows? We'll see. Maybe we have to ban Pyro here, too. I don't know. There's not that many rogues up as a bear here. So, we will see. All right. I'm still here, by the way, Mr. Gossip. I didn't think that you weren't. I would never talk behind somebody's back. I make fun of them to their face, and that's how they know that I kind of like them. You know, I definitely want that out. That's still on the fence. That's more worthwhile. That's probably better. Honestly, I think we're good on ECs. Oh, I do really want this car manual out. All right, let's not worry about that or that. All right, let's do that. Okay. Dope. I will see you on reserve. Okay. If we find a safe place, I'm going to have to run and use the restroom. But this is not one of those safe places. But what we can do here is, if we can get into D2, I've never seen anybody down in D2, just in this area. So we'll check these pertinent spots. We could loot all the filing cabinets here. I'm not sure where we're at on, like, stuff for our hideout, which I suppose is a problem. Like, I'm not sure what we're short on now, because I've definitely gotten quite a few bolts and whatnot. So part of me wants to loot every filing cabinet here. But also part of me really has to pee, so I think we're going to go hop down into D2 so I can go do that safely. Maybe we'll come back up through here and loot them. Maybe not. Yeah, I've literally never seen a scav down here. Or a player. Or a PMC, rather. So. I'll be right back. Alright, so much better. So much better. And we didn't really lose much. Alright, let's go loot D2 area itself. I might go up to the dome and try to do some Tarkov shooter stuff. Maybe try to gleam whether Gluhar is up or not. And then kind of go from there. I really need a lot of blue tape. I guess we should be looting these. I still think I need the bolts too, so. Okay. Just checking all those. Say just as Blue said earlier, fed him grenades right away. You got him? Oh, nice. Let's go. I wonder if the bosses are still... Okay, yeah, so this little dolly right here can spawn Virtexes and high-end military loot. Got it. Good to know. It's a rare spawn, but it is there. Okay, and then we'll hit the jackets. Yeah. Let me take that. Yeah, so he has a guaranteed spawn in an area he can't get out of. Yeah. Or not a guaranteed spawn, but a high chance spawn in that area down there. We were just talking about how Chief got 1.7 million XP in one raid by transiting. And that was mostly in part due to him going back and forth between streets and interchange and killing Tagilla over and over again, with also Kaban and colonoscopy. Why do I hear boss music coming from the wall? Yeah. That would be kind of funny if the bosses did have their own music. Yeah, it took him 7.5 hours to do, but definitely a cool one. Alright, well. We'll take all the blue tape, I guess. Alright, let's go. Yeah, let's go hop up to the dome. Oh, I guess I skipped the safe back there. Damn it. Did I skip the safe back there? Yeah, I think I did. Not gonna go back for it. 2-ish, maybe 3-hour transit chain. Got myself ended by the goons. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when you die, I think you lose all of the transit XP multiplier. I think. Not 100% on that one. That's the good stuff for the levers. Yeah, because somebody in chat was trying to do it as well, and they had subpar results as well. SMTs are good. Hey, blue tape. Always blue tape. We're going to need 20 plus of the stuff, so. Boo. Not what we needed. Alright, let's go hop up to the actual dome itself. If you have the right keys, this place is really good for filing cabinets. But that's more of a PvP thing, because just nobody comes here to loot. PvE, you can just go for the primary sources. New here, what's the rule set for the playthrough? Exclamation UHT for a video explanation. And then in that video description, there's a Word document. It takes about 10 minutes to describe all. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules. But basically, I have to start and end every raid on customs. So if I want to get stuff done on other maps, I gotta transit around. There's some exceptions to that. No bartering with dealers. No. Okay, so Gluhar is there. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, basically there's some exceptions to all of this stuff. I think it just bounced off his helmet. Why are you ducking my shots? There we go. What else? I can't barter or buy stuff from dealers. No insurance. Scav runs are, like, you have to unlock them. Stuff like that. I did get the dailies for the tank battery, yeah. And there's a lot of, like, gates and unlocks that we do that make things interesting as well. And it's really fun. Honestly, it's been playing really, really fun. Better than I was expecting with the small standard account that I have. Almost wish I had a bipod. There's a way to, like, mount on corners. Good man. There we go. Okay, so that's 2 of 7 or whatever he has. No, it has nothing to do with suppress. It's just the scope. The scope's further range. Just about. Also, it doesn't seem that much further. Huh. This one's only technically a 3x, I think. 3.5, but it feels like a 6x almost. I also don't have the greatest rounds for this. I think BT's a little bit better. Get off my stuff. All right, so what I could do here, if I want to go to lighthouses, I could go down and around that way. I think maybe we try that. Now that we know he's in night. I'm not going to go try to loot those things. No, suppression doesn't really mean much. I like it because it sounds cool. Is that 1420? This one is... I forget what these are. Better for recoil, but if we can find the extra pad for that, it is better. Sometimes they can spot you and shoot at you on the dome if they're, like, in this area, I think. Alright. Double gun doesn't always mean guard, though, so I have no idea on that one. Yeah, long range tasks are real. The dome is really good. And this is where you can actually, like, 1, a bipod that's actually pretty decent on a sniper rifle. 2, like, the really long range scopes actually get some use here. Like, the ones that go to, like, 20x are really nice. Because this is only a 6x, I think, at range. Which is still pretty good, don't get me wrong. But imagine a 20x, you know, we could see the dude's nostrils as we shoot him from this distance, which is nice. It's also kind of like a fun sniping. What's up, AK? How are you? Yeah, you can mount on a rail too, which helps. Is that a? Oh, I thought that was a key for a second. I think I might have unbound my those things, but it's all good. It just helps with stamina a little bit. Proning also helps with stamina. All right, so we'll go down and over to drop down room. And then out and over to the lighthouse transit. Which is over in the corner near RBBK, right? That's where it is? Down the mountain this way. You loot up Red Rebel, it's super safe, chill route? Yeah, Alex, for sure. Escaping Tarkov with a Wii remote, huh? Yeah, no, that's not happening. There was a dude that had a custom built controller because he didn't have the use of his arms, I think, and he had a mouth controller. I'm pretty sure he got Kappa. This was a while ago, but I'm almost positive he got Kappa using a mouth controller, which is wild and very skillful. So that was a cool clip to see. Isn't there a transit over here too? Maybe I'm wrong on that. No, that's a scav extract, I think. I gotta go do the drop down though. You know what? We're gonna be running a bit. Let's just take this guy. We'll get that topped up while our stamina comes back. Custom Transit's somewhat near us now, yeah. It's right over there. But we're going to Lighthouse. Do you take all of my Virtexes? I'm sorry? How many shots do you take? Goodness gracious, dude. Oh, I guess you had a level 4, but even still, I'm rocking BT. Rude. He used his breath to fire and mouth to move. He was a great player for sure. I forget. Yeah, I forget his name too. I remember seeing the clip of him getting Kappa. I forgot to give him a follow. All right, let's do some surgery. Get our leg back on here. Oh crap. All right. Can't you just come up? Whoa, fancy schmancy. That's from one of the glue heart guards, I think. All right, what else did you grab? No. Milky Charms? I have no recollection whatsoever, so that could be right. Didn't I kill a bunch of scouts already? Alright, I'm burning my SJ6 here. So let's just do this. Stick it. Can kill some more. Sometimes. I literally burned that entire SJ6 for no reason whatsoever. Pretty classic. Oh well. What you gonna do? Come on, drop down room. 1 Iridium or Virtex, please. Or maybe you want to be a little spicy and give us 1 of each. I love it when they fire their weapon sideways and it's still hitting near me. It's my favorite. You know. It's my absolute favorite. I do need a full LCD, 1 more full LCD as well. Keep this thing on. Looking like a negative on stuff here. It's okay though. CPU, magnet, LCD, yeah. Womp womp. One of each would be very nice. Chat, you guys are going to be able to guide me through water treatment and all the spawns for Virtexes, right? I did not mean to get out, but here we are. Gonna use up this entire thing on broken legs. Back inside. Oh, he's got a sick AKM. All right. Yeah. That is for Punisher. Oh, you're up there. I was kind of wondering where there was glass sounds, but yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what you're doing now. Search. Grab the strict upgrade. Zooks are the best. What do you have on your back? Oh, an Ash 12. Did I kill Gluhar? I may have. No, that's like a one from a that's one from a chest plate or something. Does this just work on here? Oops. No. Needs the mount. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Thank you for sharing the continually awesome gifted sub there, Certain. Appreciate you. I suppose. Dropping some weight soon. Alright. I guess you can kind of get to a lot of places from reserve, huh? What is it? Customs. Customs, lighthouse. Can't you get to shoreline too? I think you can get to shoreline too. Or as well. Not what I meant to do. Remember, we can technically take the train home if we want to as well, but on both Lighthouse and end here. We might actually be taking the lighthouse home from, or the lighthouse train home. Yeah, why not? Give us a minute or two of some good recovery here. Correct, El Bradito, yeah. Once per raid, it's usually with like less than 7 minutes left, I think it is. Something like that. I do think the boss still chases the train, right? That's the code extract. Man, I do wish we had the pouch container so I could loot RBBK. The funny thing is, well, we're going to need Virtexes after the Virtexes we need for the beta container. So, that is going to be a tough one. This will be such a big achievement to get this beta container. It's significantly harder to get with our current rule set. Because I can't just spam this map and Lighthouse, you know. I actually have to get to them. Yeah, one of these is woods, one of these is Lighthouse, I guess. That's woods. And this one's Lighthouse? We have the tank battery now. The tank battery is usually not the hardest thing to find, though. Alright. Let's make this thing happen. I mean, yeah, we'd probably just do this. And anything else here? Do the heavy things, I suppose. Alright. How much money does that leave us with? 35. Nice. We're back down to 40. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to top up here a little bit. I'll see you on Lighthouse. First Lighthouse raid of the series. That's not too bad. Alrighty, here we go. First official Lighthouse raid. I am not warmed up and do not remember how to play this map. There you go. I think we're by the chalets? Yes. And this is the second one, right? So we do have to be kind of quick and concise here. This map is very short. Lagging. I feel like I have like less than 30 frames right now. Entirely possible, I guess. Okay. All right, chat. I vaguely remember the chalet Virtex spawns, but you guys got to help me out here. If I'm missing stuff, you gotta let me know. PUBG helmet. I am gonna need these soon. Wish I had the Marin car key. It's a good one too. All right, we don't need these anymore. Okay. Let's do this. there, I guess. We should be checking these scavs. Same thing, really. It's just they can have the items that we need on here. Yes, please. They're talking to each other. I just don't know if they're talking about me or if they're talking about other people. Have that already. What we got here? US. No thanks. Can at least hold out for PP rounds. Okay, that's all good to go. Maybe I should have kept the Mosin. I probably should have kept the Mosin. Oh well. It's starting to get dark out. Fighting rogues while it's dark out is my preferred. But I don't have any NVGs. Maybe I could get some. Where's this raid when I have get scav kills at the chalets? You know? Holy crap, dude. This almost feels like a partisan's up and just continually spawning them. Wild. Any of these things. I heard you, Wonton. Where are you? Barrels? I do love me some Propitol. That is my favorite stim by a very large margin. Alright, no time for that. Let's go back here and check. Good thing Santa's not up anymore. Apparently killing the rogues pissed off Santa too. Which I thought was kind of funny. Okay, this is an extraordinarily rare but possible spawn in that chair. I think I actually am going to grab that water bottle. Oh, for fuck's sake. Silly. Yeah, we're gonna need that. I'm just gonna drink it all now. Okay, have that already. Don't need that. Okay. Oh darn! I shouldn't have started this. I should have ended the episode and done a new one. This raid's definitely going to timer here, so this is going to be a long episode, I think, YouTube. I don't think that one gets the job done for the gunsmith. Okay. The other chalet has a lot more chances. What's up, Demonasi? Pine and fellow woods. Nice. Oh, yeah, baby. That's one of the spawns. All right, one Virtex. We got to play super careful now. That's why we check them. Oh, hell yeah. Now, there's no... I guess we could transit to shoreline. That's probably the safest thing to do. I don't think there's any spawns in here. I think I think that's the safest thing to do. So we're gonna go back and check these chalets, and then we're gonna make our way over to the shoreline, transit to shoreline, and then come back. Basically, we could even get our Punisher kills while doing this. I think that's not a bad route to go as either. And then shoreline has a lot of cash to top up with as well. Maybe we can even, like, snag some, NVGs from one of the, sniper scavs or something on shoreline. Or the PMC. Oh, no, I can't take loot PMC stuff. You can't go from shoreline to customs. I do need that, though. Shoreline to, customs to shoreline is a one-way. Could also take the car home from shoreline as well. That's actually probably the route. If, like, I'm just trying to go home from Lighthouse, honestly, going to shoreline and then the car extract on shoreline is probably the safest route at the moment. It's definitely good. Oh, I did accidentally get rid of that thing. This is plum, right? Yeah. I need a pure black one of those for a gunsmith later. I don't think I have this task for a therapist, but I guess we'll find out. Maybe we do. Oh, yes, I am missing that. Nice. That was a great find. In fact, I didn't even realize that I should have been grabbing the S-marches. Oh, yes. Backups are good. That's partisan. I don't know where he is right now. No voice lines from him, which is a little scary. Just heroes. Definitely gotten quite a few vertexes from that little spot, too. This is just gold spawns here. For Cyclone, we do need some amount of those, I think. Yes, please. I wonder if scavs on maps that don't have a lot of safes have a higher chance for money in pockets. Killed Sherman with a grenade yesterday. Nice. I think I had another grenade. Roller. That's the other... one of the other Iridium Virtex spawns. This crate. Now there's one down on the street as well, but I'm gonna skip that one. Some really good spawns on this body. That's a pro kill. I feel like I've been finding a lot of pro kills lately. Just overweight, huh? Let's eat that. That'll help a lot. Good on all that. All right. Yeah, let's make our way over to... let's make our way over to the shoreline transit. Keeping an eye out for tripwires, because I'm not sure where Partisan is. Would actually be pretty dope if PMC set up tripwires and stuff. Not often, but rarely, you know. I also wonder if we checked that one house that used to be like insane for loot when Lighthouse first came out, and now it's like crap. It is kind of on our way out, so make sure we're full auto here. Now it is going to continue to be nighttime. It's a little bit of a bummer. How much time do we have here? 25 minutes too. It's not terrible. Maybe I should have brought the Marin car key with me. Like, I feel like I can find the Marin car key pretty easily on streets. And having that, you know, it definitely increases our odds of finding Virtexes and Iridiums. I think I have one. Without having to go into the rogue area. No, no deaths today. Some close calls. But we've been mostly just chilling on customs and reserve. Okay, I think I am going to check this house. Crap. I don't know where you are. I'm falling. I'm not a scav, sir. Where are you? Okay, you are inside that. Okay, level 50, very nice. Oh, he looted for us. Maybe a Virtex, huh? Iridium, huh? I think I'm going to take those as, oh no, I don't need to be looting that. That's PRS, no thanks. We're topped up on all those, very good. No deaths yet. Very true. Very, very true. We are trying to make the money up so I can unlock Tor, so that when we go to I mean, Ram's actually pretty damn good. So we unlock Tor, so we can go to when we die, we do random instead of ground zero. Could always do it now with just the intention of, okay, I'm not gonna cheese Lighthouse, you know. And honestly, 0 to hearing Lighthouse is not the worst. So there is a little bit of incentive there. All right, let's go. Let's secure the one Virtex. Come back in. Hopefully we get maybe one of the new cool spawns on Shoreline. Apparently they changed that. But we can send back. Yeah, that's really good to send back. The Ram's really good to send back. Yeah. Okay. So definitely that. Definitely this. Just because I can on that one. Honestly, because that's a little heavy. How heavy are you? 0.18. Okay. All right. Yep. Good stuff. But YouTube, not Twitch chat. YouTube. That's going to do it for this episode. We are going to do a mid-transit end of the episode here. So good stuff. We found our first Virtex. It's officially secured. Going back to our hideout. 2 more Virtexes to go and 3 Iridium, and we'll have that beta container. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next one.